Okay, so I'm going to probably do something kind of controversial here, but we have this really weird fuse right here. I mean, it's weird. Why would they do that? Here's a 4 amp fuse right here. Here is a 5 amp fuse. NSF 5 amp 125 volt. Okay, so L26 down here is an inductor, and it's got voltage on it. This here goes through some other part of the board. Now you're supposed to come over here and go to C67 and some other stuff, and the fan is supposed to have 12 volts on the fan. It's also supposed to have 12 volts here on L7, and then also L6. A couple of them anyway. So there's no voltage to the drivers, but there is voltage to the finals because the finals are directly fed. It's just how these radios are. I'm gonna guess if I take and supply 12 volts, just put a little jumper on here, come up to L7, it'll probably start to transmit. And I think this fuse is bad. To replace this fuse, you have to pull all of this shit, as far as I know. And where are you going to get that? I don't know. So what I'll do is I'll have to put one of these in there. There's nothing else I can do. But yeah, literally this board has to come out, which means you're going to be removing this and all of these, and well, thermal paste and all that fun stuff, and these regulators right here, and you're going to need to somehow figure out how to get that connector out, and you'll have to unsolder the antenna connections. It's really going to be a lot of work, but I think that's what it is. So I'm debating if I want to try to do that or not, because there could be something else wrong that caused this thing to blow. I got every indication that things are good here. The guy diagnosed it as the finals are bad, but when's the last time you've seen 2879s go bad? We know there's no 12 volts here on the drivers, and there's also no 12 volt on the pre-driver. So without that there's this fuse. We can't prove that there's anything after it, but this fuse, wherever it goes, L26 comes in and feeds it. Okay, and then it goes through the back of the board and goes somewhere over here, and it feeds L7. So basically, let me show you what we're looking at. There's our fuse, F1, and that goes to, okay, there's L26. It shows 13.75 volts there. I do have voltage there. I've only got a couple of other places I can actually test. Okay, let me shrink this down. Okay, so we come up through here. There's L5 and L7, and L5 feeds the transformer, your Q1, and it feeds the transformer right here, your Q2 and 3, and then that voltage comes through here, goes through there, and applies 13.7 volts to the the collector. And just like over here, we have 13.8 volts going here, going to the collectors of these. So the voltage is on the collector. So here we have L4. We should have voltage on the collector, but we don't. And I'm going to double check that again, but if we check L3, so L3 and L4, okay, if we can find them. So L3 and L4. Here's L4. I've already checked L4. There's nothing on it. I don't know where L3 is. There's L5, L6, L7. And this is our drive. We saw a little bit of drive on it, but basically, if we come in here, we get nothing. So L4 has got to be on the back of the board, I think. This is a double-sided board, so there's weird crap going on here. You can see that the board is elevated, and then that's also to help it cool too. It's elevated, so if this fuse is in fact just no good, I mean, to find out is going to be really difficult. So remove this, remove these, and then remove that, and then I guess it's not too big of a deal at that point. I can jumper my voltage from wherever, really, and feed this and see if it transmits. So I'm going to try that. If I'm wrong, I might end up smoking the radio because I'm not fusing it. So what I probably should do is jumper it, put a 5 amp fuse in between here and there, and that should be that should cover my bases. So I gotta look and see if I have one. Alright, so I used the current limiting technique here. This is solder wire, rosin core. I jumped it from the fuse here, not even sure which side is what, to L7, and we had 100 watts out. So don't know what caused it to blow, but I'm sure that's the problem. Do I want to remove the board to repair this? Probably not right now, but it's definitely, by supplying the voltage from here to L7, we get 100 watts. So I feel like I feel some heat here. It's probably just the regulator. So when we look at the circuit here, there's no other thing that could possibly be. I might even be able to crush this because it feels like ceramic, and possibly not remove the board and solder a temporary fuse in there. I don't know. I just really don't want to pull this damn thing. So, but we know now that it does transmit. There could be a problem. There could be a reason that it blew. Let's see. Also, the fan might not work. This fan will blow this fuse. This is really a terrible way to mount a fuse, but we have all our voltage over here near L26, so we could pretty much tap that voltage off of that and bypass this fuse from over there, because that's 13.75. The other spot's like 13.8. We would need to go over there, and we could go to pin 2 of the fan right here. So there's no voltage here either, so we knew that was another issue. So it's possible the fan is defective. I need to remove the connector of the fan and power it up off of something else to make sure that there's nothing wrong with the fan. If the fan is shorted out, then that could blow the fuse. So you want to know if that's good or bad. Okay, so since I didn't want to do any of the really hard work for nothing, I grabbed a pair of my snips, and I snipped it a couple times, and we can clearly see that that's a fuse that blew. I've got to find the other piece of it that flew off when I clipped it, but anyway, So now we've got 2 wires here. We can solder some wires here and put a fuse in place. We'll put, if I can get the smaller one of these, the mini fuses, if I can get those and I can put one in here, we should have enough room to get it in here, and that will safely protect us. We won't need to fiddle around with pulling the entire board. We're going to wait and see. If the radio pops again, then we know that we have more issues. I don't want to start pulling all this. I don't have that fuse, so this just saved me a whole ton of trouble because I don't have it. There's no way for me to come up with that fuse. I'm not going to pay for that fuse if I can retrofit something that's replaceable like that in there. I don't know why they didn't do that over here, because actually this is a 5 and that one's actually a 4. And these are actually kind of in line with each other. Like if you look at the schematic here and you follow this fuse all the way through here, you got to go all the way across here, and you'll find back over here, where's it at? We got the L31. Trying to remember. I wish you could grab this and move it like Google PDF files do that. Where's the other fuse? I ain't seeing it now. Okay. That's weird. Okay. There's one here, and the other one I thought was down here. I guess maybe I was not right about that. Let me double check this. Okay, so the 4 amp comes in to CN6. It goes over here. Let's see. It meets up with the other one. So they're not actually fused together. So the power goes from that spot here where it feeds in to this connector here, 13.7, and it comes up over here, and it goes over here. So, okay, has nothing to do with it, but they're on the same supply line. So I'm gonna see if I can find something that I can put in there for the time being. I mean, you could probably put a really thin wire in there as long as you think it's going to blow at that amount of amps. I've done that before in the past, but if you're wrong and it doesn't blow and the parts blow instead, you'll be sorry. Alright, so I'm going to use this number 5 right here. This is a piece that I pulled off of it. This is just the dumbest idea. So we're going to solder some itty bitty little wires right here. And get our fuse in there and check and see if everything's good to go. Okay. I have got my fuse holder in here, but I'm going to have to tape it up. These are very thin wires, so if there's a serious problem, they should melt too. Okay, so I'm just going to tape this up. I'm going to put it inside of here. It'll be fine. Alright, we got it in there. Yo. Good Lord, where the freaking hell? There was the stuff on there. Oh wow, look at this. This guy put weird paint on this thing. Really strange. We got the high cut and the low cut. I forgot about that. A DSP slope. I don't understand why he was messing with this so much. It must have been something to do with the squelch. We just heard the guy on here. Is the thing deaf? Let me go up. It should have a band stack. Really? It does that kind of scheme? This doesn't have a band stack. So enter 03916. Okay. Anyway, the other radio is on that, so we're just gonna go ahead and put it on the dummy load, just for the hell of it. Make sure it tunes to a dummy load. Like it doesn't want to. Okay.
Well, nothing heard. KK7CST here is currently 0126.
Think something wrong with it.
Time at 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius and Fury. KK7CST Mobile saying good night or good day. Anyone out there that is good night. KK7CST Twitter.
I think it might have already popped our fuse. Okay, well, we're on the dummy load. We're on lower sideband. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we can hear it transmit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not seeing very much power. That's interesting. Hello. I was pretty sure I saw full power before. Why is it doing that anyway? Okay, let's try the other antenna connector. I know I saw full power earlier. So maybe there's not enough current making it through this thing. Okay, AM. It says 25 watts. Probably a little bit more. There's something screwy though, because it won't tune. I bet you that's what screwed the radio. Okay. Hello. Well, now we have full power. That's really weird. Okay, I wasn't getting full power before, but I am now. And maybe that's the other antenna connector is bad. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try it again. We don't know what went wrong with this thing to begin with. That's the problem. What the hell? Okay. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We still have the same amount. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now with the dummy load, let's just try. And it seems to work now. Something. There's probably a relay issue. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sounds kind of muffly too. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now with this radio here, I don't really know how to adjust any of the other stuff. But there is a menu, and it is kind of confusing. Okay, beep, up and down. It's got like, as I recall, mic gain and audio. Tuner while receiving is off. We don't. Antenna tuner off while operating receiver. Let's see if we can change that. On. TX filter band width. So this transmits 2.4. You can go 2, but you can't go wider than 2.4. Equalizer. You got HB. Let me turn this down. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm it sounds like I'm off frequency now too. So it allows you to adjust the frequency while you're oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me turn up this other radio. 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we can get into the menu. Okay, HB. 1, 2, 3, 4 FP. And then BB. And then I don't know what C is. It's something kind of sharp. And then we got U. And then UA. And then we have off. 1, 2, 3, 4 off. HB, high boost. And FP, I don't know what FP stands for. And then BB is going to be bass boost. And then C is something else. I don't know what it stands for. And then U, 1, 2, 3, 4. The U probably is the best, or just leave it off. Okay, and that's just off. So I think I'm just going to leave the off on there. This is not going to be an amazing sounding radio. Okay, so for the next couple of things, we've got that. The processor compression level, it's either on or off, and I think you can make it sound better by Okay, we'll leave that at just 10. Vox gain. The microphone gain can give you, this is like the FT450D. Okay, we have L and H. It said FM mode, microphone gain for FM mode. Okay, never mind. Subaudible tone, type of subaudible tone, CWRX pitch, side tone, volume, bug key, repeat, interval, playback, volume, CW audio, reverse, over, playback, keying, priority, over, playback, FSK shift, polarity, FSK mode, filter for band width for digital. We don't need to mess with that. AF input level for digital, probably. Yep. Because I've already had this radio before. RF level output for digital. And it's you can't really get this thing to work without a signal link. It's a pain in the ass otherwise. VFO, TX inhibit, linear, amplifier, control, transverter, front panel, PF key, okay, 64s, programming, something, mic, PF1 key, programming. Mic PF key programming. I don't know what that would be. Mic PF3, mic PF4, IF filter bandwidth. Okay, let's just see what it gives us for choices. 1800, 520. We'll leave that off. TX monitor. Volume, CW tune, CW manual, NR enhanced level, noise reduction 1 enhanced level. And that's part of the DG version. Brightness. It'd be kind of cool to change this to a different color, like I've seen some of them. Beep and up and down. Oh no, I forgot there's a mic gain control on here. Anyway, so let's get out of the menu. It's just this right here, mic gain. It's at 50. Let's go 60. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. And it powers at 100. Okay. If we wanted the processor to be on, I wonder if we can do the record. There's a noise blanker right there. Processor's right here. Okay, that's what the processor on. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me turn this thing down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Accidentally bumped the frequency. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this radio sounds a lot better with the processor on. Maybe I might need to turn it down a little bit, but I think I'm just going to leave it on. This isn't the best radio to try and listen to it on either. Alright, so right there, well, now that I'm kind of away from it, it sounds a little different. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can definitely hear the microphone click. But I'm going to call that a wrap for now, and maybe we'll run it a little bit tomorrow and just see if it does anything funky. So there you go, guys. So we don't really know exactly what happened with this. I'm assuming probably the guy had a bad SWR and he kept trying to tune the tuner or something like that. It's hard to say what happened, but something caused it to pop.